Hey YouTube friends, today is Sunday. Some of you might know that spring is not my favorite time of year, but it is a great time to hike. It's cool, no bugs, and once it dries out, things are really nice in the woods. You can see a long ways. When I first started this, my first video was skiing, and now all the snow is melted. Pretty much all the snow, and the woods are great. Today we're going to be hiking the North Country Trail, which is a national scenic trail that's right here near where we live. So you should check it out. More to come. So that's the North Country emblem and the start of our trail. It's going to be about a 7-mile hike today, and we're going to get going. I don't know if you can hear that, but the frogs are really making some noise this morning. You can't see them, but if we're lucky, we'll hear the woodpecker. There they are. Okay, we've been hiking for about 45 minutes. The sun's out now, it's starting to get a little warm, so I stopped to take off a layer. We're just leaving a beautiful oak forest and coming into a recently logged cut. We're getting some new shoots of aspen. Looks great. A little bit about what I like to wear hiking. I always wear pants even when it's warm, just keeps the brush off my legs. A lot of people wear shorts. Dress in layers, of course, is obvious, but stay away from cotton. Feels great and it's comfortable when it's dry, but as soon as it gets wet, it's very uncomfortable. Doesn't protect you very much. So I like to start out a little cooler than I'm comfortable when I start the hike. You warm up quick usually, and you find that most of the time as the day goes on, it gets warmer and you end up taking off another layer. I always bring one extra layer in case it does get colder, and of course rain gear. Don't forget the rain gear. On our way. Hiking in Minnesota doesn't give you the mountain views, but it's still beautiful. We're up on a glacier ridge and can see a long ways. Once the leaves pop, that'll be a sea of green. Plus there's lots of different ecosystems within the forest themselves, and just a beautiful day to hike. So we've traversed into one of my favorite types of forests, maple forest. You might hear the loon in the background. In the summer when the canopy comes on these maple trees, it's just gorgeous under here, and you can see a long ways. Starting to get some flowers blooming. A few weeks, I imagine there'll be many more. Well, we're just a little shy of halfway. So we came up on this nice Beaver Pond. There's the lodge. We're gonna stop and have a little something to eat. There's the little short little run that he's got coming up to gnaw on this birch. There's actually 2 sets of swans on this pond, and a grouse drumming in the background. A great spot for lunch. So they didn't like each other. On their same pond. And those 2 chased that one off. Let's see what's gonna happen here. The other one's gonna go off with his friend, I think. There they go. Okay, we're below that great beaver dam that dammed up the pond we were just sitting on. There's a trail. And if we walk up the side of the dam, see the beaver pond. I just jumped a couple of wood ducks out of this little pond right in the middle of the woods. So we're on the North Country Trail today, which is a national scenic trail, and it's actually the longest national scenic trail. It runs from North Dakota to New York, and there's a section that runs just south of us here through Minnesota, and then heads up towards the Arrowhead and back down the Superior hiking trail before it goes into Wisconsin. Most of you heard the Appalachian Trail. That's a national scenic trail. That's just over 2,000 miles. The Pacific Crest Trail that was made popular by the movie with Reese Witherspoon, and I'm blanking on the name right now. That's about 500 more miles than the Appalachian. That's through the mountains, of course. This trail is unique because it's non-mountainous for almost all of its traverse. But this trail is almost just shy of 5,000 miles, so it's more than double the Appalachian Trail length. And it's got great sections right here in Minnesota, and you should get out and try to hike them. Today we'll do about 7 miles on a little section. What in the blue blazes? You ever heard that one? Well, here we have a blue blaze that marks the trail. This helps you stay on your path as you go through the woods. Daydreaming is a great part of hiking, but you gotta pay attention so that you don't get off the trail, and these help you. The mark of the porcupine. I don't see him, but he's been chowing on this tree. Okay, our trail ends at Greenwater Lake Scientific and Natural Area, the trailhead here. Had a great hike, just over 7 miles. I think it took us about 3 hours, maybe, something like that. We saw lots of great things. Snakes, porcupine sign, coyote sign, lots of birds, woodpeckers. I saw a giant pileated woodpecker, at least a half a dozen pairs of swans, geese, all kinds of ducks, wood ducks in the middle of the woods, osprey, bald eagle, all kinds of fun things. And it was just a great day in the woods. What we didn't see were human beings. I didn't see one single soul for however many hours. And I think my social distancing was about 6,000 feet. So great way to get out, stay away. Cross another thing off the list. I will put some links to the trail below. Stay safe, keep the rest of us safe, and hang in there.